Well, here we are.
Here we are.
So we haven't been back on Listen for 3 weeks. We're back on Listen today just to visit. And this video is what happened the last time we were on Listen. So we were making our way back from Annapolis, and our last leg of the trip was from Mill Creek to Deltaville, about 20 miles. We were planning to work remotely that Monday and then come back in the evening or even on Tuesday. But what had happened was Aron started having some symptoms.
Yes, I was having numbness in my legs, which was actually beginning to affect my motor skills. And I said to Janet, it's like, I think I have something going on.
Yeah, so we called his doctor. I had him call his doctor Monday morning, and the doctor office says we can get you in on Friday. And I thought that sounded ridiculous. So I said, let's get back to Deltaville today and get to the ER. Aron let his work know that he wasn't going to work and we were going to make our way back to Deltaville as quickly as we could. It was a challenging day because we had 20 miles to motor back to Deltaville. Turned out to be pretty much the whole day. And then we got back, and by the time we got to Richmond, it was quite late. We got to the ER at 9 p.m. and one thing led to the next. And that's where we are today. So this is just a recap of our trip getting back to Richmond and ending up in the ER. So what was kind of interesting about this trip, and at the time we had no idea what was going on, but in the middle of our motor back to Deltaville, this monarch butterfly appeared.
Oh yeah, the butterfly.
And Aron noticed it. It was in the middle of the Chesapeake Bay, and all of a sudden, cloudy day, here comes a monarch butterfly fluttering on the bow. And Aron says, that's weird, there's a monarch butterfly. And I looked, and it landed at the bottom of our mast, and it stayed with us the entire trip. And I've since learned that monarch butterflies are a sign of hope and good luck, and so it seems reasonable to assume that that's what was going on, because this story is going to have a good ending.
It's going to have a happy ending.
It's going to have a happy ending.
A little bumpy getting there right now.
Yeah, so we've hit a little bit of a hiccup in our plan, but we want to share what's been going on the last couple of weeks. And so this video is kind of the lead into the journey we're on right now, which is a little bit of a detour, but we do plan to still sail to Florida this fall, or maybe by the 1st of January is the new updated realistic plan, but it still is the plan. So this week we have decided to share a little hiccup in our plan.
Right. So when we were at the sailboat show, or after the sailboat show, I had actually slipped down the companionway, fell on my back going down the companionway
Straight
stairs.
down the stairs.
And as we made our way back to our main marina in Deltaville, we went ahead and docked the boat and drove back to Richmond and made our way to the ER to get checked out.
Yeah, so we got to the ER at about 9 p.m. and we didn't get called back to a room until about midnight. And the doctor examined Aron and then ordered an x-ray and actually 2 MRIs, one regular MRI and another contrast MRI, which, because they were so busy, didn't actually get done until about 3:30 in the morning.
And they immediately admitted us into the hospital.
So it wasn't from falling, but the fall was what precipitated the MRI, which we were able to discover there was actually a more serious problem going on.
Yeah, and what we found was I have one almost crushed vertebrae, in which is pressing on the spinal column. Then they also discovered a tumor in the lower back, and so they're thinking that some of the issue that I've had is a result of potential cancer. But more immediately, they are going to perform a surgery to fuse 5 of my vertebrae together in my upper back to pull that pressure off my spinal column. And then we'll move forward after that with regards to what treatment for the biopsy that's been taken. Yeah,
so they did the biopsy today. It's Wednesday, and the surgery is slated for Friday. It's considered an emergency surgery because if he doesn't have it, the delicateness situation in his neck could result in paralysis. So we need to get that done regardless of the results of the biopsy, and then we'll get the results for the biopsy, which will determine if the tumor is benign or not. We're going to hold out hope that it is something that's very treatable. So that's where we're at today. Not going to be sailing to Florida at the end of November, obviously, as we had hoped, but we are still sailing to Florida. We're still making our way there. We just have to readjust the plan. So the plan is the same.
We've notified the doctors of what our plan is.
Yes.
They're all supportive of it,
Yes,
and they said it's just a minor hiccup.
Yes.
Go
And they,
up to 1, and then 4 or 5, so 1 to 5,
To brace it all.
and put a brace on one side and on both sides of it.
Fuse it all together and
Yeah.
lock you up. Yep. All right. So this is your consent form. Do you consent to local infiltration pain blocking agents?
Yes. Yeah.
Do you consent to an emergent blood transfusion should you need one?
Yes.
We'll sign it. And then all I need you to do is just sign right here. That'll work. Thanks.
Cool.
See you in a little bit.
All right. Thanks.
I don't really know what to say.
I don't either.
So this is a little bit of a setback in our plan.
Yeah.
We just announced that we were headed to Florida after Thanksgiving, and we sold our condo, but the condo is still sold, and we're still moving out of the condo, but now here it is, the end of October, and we have...
Almost an emergency surgery for my back.
It is what do you mean almost? It is an emergency. It's an emergency surgery, and there might be some other concerns, diagnosis coming, but right now, we just need to figure this out.
Yeah, we need to take care of this stuff. We've informed the doctors what our plan is, so they're all supportive of it.
Yeah.
And they just said it might be a minor setback.
Yeah, a few weeks.
Yeah.
Might be a few weeks, but we're still planning to get back on the boat and head to Florida. But first we need to make sure Aron's healthy and
Capable.
ready.
I'm capable.
You are
Ready.
capable, ready and strong enough and all that good stuff. So here's my little gift to cheerfully brighten up the room. That guy's really cute. And because it's almost Halloween, a little Frankenstein cactus. Is that Okay. Aron is stir crazy.
So we're leaving the room. We're going to go on a walkabout in the hospital, a rollabout in the
You know,
hospital.
it's not open now, but I forgot to show you where the gift shop and Starbucks is. So we're going to go by that today.
Okay.
Aron would like permission to leave the room.
You may have permission to leave the room.
We're going to go on a
Enjoy
tour.
your little tour of the hospital.
This is the best nurse at St. Mary's Hospital.
Thank you. It's very
So
sweet.
we probably will see.
This is on this video it looks like it's like we're in a
Oh yeah.
Halloween
You
movie.
know what? I think we should go down. Oh, it's like the Hollywood Tower of Terror in
Oh, yeah.
Disney World. And we're gonna go all the way down and see if we have a better view of the city. So we can't see the view out the window, but we just see us in the window. That didn't go so well.
My arm doesn't go out
Running,
far
running,
enough.
running, running, running. No running in the hallway.
No running in the hallway.
Okay, here we are. Elevator. This is good. This is a Catholic hospital. And this is the chapel.
Ah.
So this is a good place.
Sure.
The mercies of the Lord never fail. By them the Lord cares for all people with all the tenderness of a mother for her child. Beautiful. That's really pretty, actually. It's a beautiful hospital. Some artwork on the wall coming up here on the left, on the port side.
Port side.
May 2020, dedicated to the nurses of St. Mary's Hospital for going above and beyond in helping patients and families through the COVID-19 pandemic.
That's nice.
That is really nice. And then over here, so here's a nice lounge area that you can sit and visit. And there's a Starbucks coffee here, which I want to come to when they're open.
Oh.
They have for this month the spiced apple yum.
All right. Can we go down the stairs?
Not with a wheelchair, but that's the way I go out, by the way.
Okay.
I go down those stairs And out the front door,
Let's go to the window.
we didn't bring popcorn.
No, we didn't.
Are we gonna do that?
Well, I don't know where we could pop it now.
In the cafeteria.
The cafeteria is closed. Okay.
All right, so there's the emergency sign for the emergency room. That's where we were admitted into the emergency department.
So,
I forgot the selfie stick, so we're getting a little creative so we can both be in the video. I'm pushing Aron in the wheelchair and giving him a tour of the way I come to see him each day.
yeah. But actually, so what happened, I'm trying to get you in it.
Up and down.
So what precipitated some of this stuff, or this visit to the hospital, was I actually slipped down the companionway on a sailboat. That caused us to come into the ER. And then the doctors actually said, it's really good that we came in, but we probably would not have had that MRI had I not fallen down the steps. So
Right.
it's kind of a blessing in disguise
Right.
that happened right before we were planning to do this big trip
Right.
and live aboard.
Now, instead of getting on the sailboat and heading to Florida, we're having major surgery. Well, I'm not having major surgery,
Yeah.
but you will. The spine center on the 5th floor, and Aron's in room 538. But when this video airs, he's not here anymore, so don't send him any flowers. He won't get them.
Right.
Just a short walk down the hallway, right across from the nurse's station, is the place we called home.
That's right.
Anyway, that's the update. There's no sailing this week in the video, but we wanted to update everybody on what's been going on, and if you could just keep us in your prayers and continue to follow us, because we are making it to Florida. And
We are moving on to the
we're
boat.
still moving on to the boat, and we're excited to continue on with our story and share it with you here.